curves and the rounds. I'll bring it to your city or your hometown. I'll go back in time when the feeling was fine. Funkin' was legal and it wasn't a crime. Party people lined up and down the way. A bigger celebration than your birthday. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funkin' in the city, funkin' up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funkin' in the city, funkin' up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. And I have seen the world pristine, funk you up in the bushes, funk you down in the trees. Now look around, all the frowns, the yellow, the white, the red and the brown. And keep in mind, it never costs a dime, 'cause funkin' is free, I remember the time. Now look today, the streets are gray, time to take it back to yesterday. Funkin' in the neighborhood, I felt the fool 'cause the funk was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt the fool 'cause the funk was good. It was good in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood.
One, and we're live.
And we're back. I almost forgot to say my line.
Welcome to the Underdog Journey on West. This is David, Mr. Forget Face, and that is Matt Harmon. I'm almost knocking stuff over. David's almost giving away confidential information, and Matt Harmon is egging us both on. So,
confidential information. I've actually talked about that spot on this show.
Well, nobody knows what spot you're talking about because the audio wasn't live then.
Yeah, the audio wasn't
the
live.
Spot.
It's just a spot at Riverside Methodist Hospital in a closet behind a false door that you can get to like a huge empty place that they didn't build. Oh, I guess I don't know.
So
it wasn't part of
the hidden room in a hospital.
Yeah, it's a secret
where there were
hidden room in a doctor's office. You go there, you got a little coat closet. You go in the back of it, and you climb through, and boom, there you go.
Yeah, where there were definitely never any crimes committed, and it's definitely absolutely not haunted. I get it.
I absolutely never, definitely did not take a nap back in there.
It's Narnia.
Multiple times.
Yeah, you go back there, and it's snowy winter wonderland filled with guys
Dust.
with
It's
goat
what's filled
feet
with dust.
kidnapping children. Big Bentley's Pet Supplies says, "What's up, fellas? Stevie, we
Oh.
got to have you on again, man. That was a fun show." And Devin Ross says, "Matt's here already." Yeah, Matt showed up early, and he didn't even almost die coming down my stairs.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was not able to do the whole screaming as I come down the stairs sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, my kids were around. I think he was trying
I
to
got
hold
shot
back.
with
That's
a
false
Nerf dart,
news.
and it threw me off.
The bourbon chats.
The bourbon chats from Devin Ross. Yeah, well, we didn't start the show. The bourbon chats.
The bourbon. Yes. Let's just jump right into what? Oh. I clicked the button on my phone. It changed. I'm trying to get it up on my phone so I can track the. What?
Yes. For those of you watching and listening, last week we bought the URL, the Bourbon Chats. Also, just
and
bourbon chats.
So we got bourbon chats and the bourbon chats.
So we can always start a new podcast about chatting about bourbon.
Or
not to be confused with the bourbon chats, which is a whole different problem when you have too much bad bourbon.
Yeah. Oh, that's got volume on it. Hold on a second. I got to turn the volume down.
Are you over there watching videos while we're trying to do this?
No. I got our video up because that's the easiest way for me to keep track of the comments.
You got to turn off the ding dongs, David.
There we go. Don't want ding dongs popping up on your podcast.
Exactly. Matt,
there we go. Okay.
Ding dongs.
Hashtag ding dong. Man, that took a long time for that to die off. It really did. It took a significant amount of time.
I do miss the random gifts of hostess.
Hostess ding dongs.
Ding dongs.
Yeah.
So you need to preface that with hostess ding dongs, not just the generous gift of ding dongs. You have to differentiate so people know what you're talking about.
Yes, the hostess ding dongs.
And this is the 21st century. That could still be taken the wrong way. So we got to preface it with the delicious pastry treat that you buy the box at the grocery store.
Yeah. All of those things. So West Virginia. There. What are you drinking tonight?
Well, not super creative, but still delicious. Sam Adams Summer Ale. So I haven't been to the beer shop in a while. Ale. I apologize for that, guys. But
what are you apologizing for? You still got beer.
I still have beer. It's not like a local craft beer. Yeah, but it is still beer.
So I spent a lot of time in my I won't say previous life, but in the old territory I had, I spent a lot of time in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, "What do you have that's local?"
Sam Adams.
And they'd be like, "Oh, you want Sam Adams?" Oh, we got Sam's. We got 17 different types of Sam's on tap.
Right.
and Bud Light.
You didn't think about the fact that
I don't want any of Sam Adams is a macro brewery, man. It's not a local.
Yeah, it's not craft anymore.
Local? And over here, it's crazy. It's absolutely bananas. It catches me off guard. But even above the failing brand that is Bud Light, and it's been failing for years, is over here as popular is Labatt Blue.
Well, you're close to Canada. So
we're very close to Canada. And apparently the Canadians are smuggling in Labatt Blue by the caseload. And the people around here just seem to love it.
Look, if you're going to smuggle in beer, smuggle something good. Labatt Blue is fine. Labatt Blue
drink a couple
is fine. There. But look, you can do better. Canada, do better. That's all I got to say.
So I will take Labatt over Michelob. But to be honest, I'd rather just not drink. I would. If somebody said, "Hey, these are your two options," and I wasn't going to actually be rude. I would drink water.
Devin Ross says Labatt Blue is solid. Take it back, West. I will not. Devin.
Yes, I
it's
will not.
Fine. It's a fine. It's a fine liquidy beer-like beverage. It's it is what it is. I'm not. You drink what makes you happy. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, and you should. And if you drink enough of it, you can get really happy. Like me last week, I forgot to eat before the show. And I'd had 2 glasses of bourbon. And by the end of it, we bought the websites, the URLs for the bourbon chats.
Bourbon chats.
Because of those two beverages that I drank.
And you pour a hefty glass of bourbon, by the way.
Well, I mean, I do have a heavy hand when I'm pouring, yes. And so it was. So today, before the show, the hashtag current wife was watching me. She's like, "I seen you get a chocolate bar. I see now you're eating Oreos, and you had a picture." I'm like, "Dude, I went to the show completely empty stomach last week and got fat snickered. I'm not going to do it again."
Right.
So
who knows what you'll buy this time?
Yeah. I hope not. Oh my Lord, I seen my renewal bill coming up for GoDaddy.
Oh, I know.
Today, and I was like, "Oh dear Lord, well, I don't want that. I don't want that.
I own a few.
Again, these are websites that we have bought. The
ones we bought.
It's just bought
over the yard.
Well, see now, I'm from Huntington, West Virginia.
I bought them over the yard.
We bought them at we had bought them then. Gee, many Christmas.
We had bought.
Completely derailed. Purchases that we had made whilst we were inebriated at various times in our lives.
That's probably how GoDaddy makes most of their money. They should actually start sponsoring beer events instead of NASCAR.
Yeah, I mean, you could have. Oh, that would be. That's a party for us to host. A GoDaddy party where we all just sat around thinking of kick-ass URLs, and then we rush to try to buy them, and then we challenge you. We put up a bracket at the end of the night, and we, put 8 on one side, 8 on the other side, and then we battle them against each other.
There you go.
To see who won the best URL of the night.
Actually, that's not a. We could make that interesting too, because GoDaddy.
That's not interesting enough.
Well, GoDaddy, they have I forget what the URL is. They have a domain appraisal tool where you can type in a domain, and it'll tell you roughly, based on current market estimates, how much that domain is worth.
Yeah.
So imagine if we did this and said people with the highest total value in domains at the end, according to this domain appraisal tool, wins. So not only do you have to buy domains, you have to buy high-value domains, because you can't just buy garbage. You can't just say, I'm going to get...
Well, that's what I'm saying is we challenge them up. You say, so everybody has to buy 2 URLs. Okay, so you got about 2 URLs, and then you put your best one forward, and you say, hey, this is what I'm putting up on the bracket. And then you go through, and then we can run and say, all right, who had the most value? So that would be a good one, too. But run a bracket of the people that are there. So if 8 and 8, 16, you run a bracket of 16, and you just challenge them against each other until you have an ultimate supreme URL of the night. And then you could do, as a secondary thing, you could do the valuation of them. Because the valuation of the URL doesn't always match. Because I got some URLs that have ridiculously high value, and I look at them and go, yeah, but the niche on that is very tight.
Right. Yeah.
So, Sam Summer Ale is what you're drinking.
Sam Summer Ale. So look, it's not creative, but it is a beer-like substance that if you drink enough, just like Le Blat Blue, you might get Le Blat Blue dirt. I'm trying to think of something that sounded drunk that I could say, and I think my words spoke for themselves.
Yes, and in a bit they'll go there. So I'm trying something new tonight. I've had a lot of people recommend this. Yeah. And you can't see it; they're all off camera. But I got all my, except the original blackened, lined up here. I've got the Wes Henderson Rye the Lightning, the Willet, the 72 Seasons version, and the cask strength down the end.
Nice.
So I'm not drinking those. I am going to try out tonight a bottle of Four Roses.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. That's classic. That's a classic.
So a lot of people have said a lot of good things about it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I ran down to the liquor store getting the hashtag current wife some wine, and I decided that, hey, I'll just go ahead and try something new. Because I'm always in here. Every time you guys are like, what are you drinking tonight? Well, I'm drinking Weller or Blanton's or Eagle Rare, all these top-end things. So I figured I'd broaden out the reach and start getting some other things in. Plus, I got John Calendar coming in this week, so I've got to have a better stash than what I have here now.
Yeah, there you go. Well, yeah, of course.
John Calendar's coming out?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, one of these days I'll make it out to your place, David. One of these days.
You're only a couple hours away. Oh, I dropped
only
the
a short 7-hour drive.
Is that how far it is?
Well, you were 5 hours already in.
Yeah, so recently I was at Niagara Falls, and it was only a short 3-hour drive away from David's house. And, for him, that's just a day at the park.
Well, you just leave your kids there at Niagara Falls, and I'll be back in a few hours.
I went there, and I was disappointed. It looked nothing like Superman, the Superman movie, when the kid fell off the falls. He had to fly down and catch the kid. It looked nothing like that. I was disappointed.
There's been a lot of work done since the Superman movie.
Fair enough.
Well, and
there's been quite a bit of stuff done there. So I'll tell you,
6 inches every year.
That's true. In 35,000 years, there will no longer be a Niagara Falls.
Okay, yeah.
It's a real thing.
Unless the meteor goes from there, recarves it.
Yeah, we're all praying for a meteor for president in the next presidential election.
I was actually hoping for a turnip, but
Well,
turnip?
look, a turnip.
I would vote for a turnip.
Based on your selections, you're not far off.
Yeah.
We're not getting into politics, though. Matt, what are you drinking?
Doesn't sound like it at all.
I'm drinking Tin Cup. With a name like Tin Cup, it's got to be good.
And it has a tin cup on the lid.
Yeah, see?
That you can't say that, man. That is a trademark saying. With a name like Smuckers, it has to be good.
With a name like Tin Cup.
Hey, you know what? I am a disabled veteran with brain damage. I can say whatever I want because I'm confused.
See, that's why Tin Cup should put Matt Harmon in their advertisements. Yes. I'm a U.S. veteran with brain damage, and I love Tin Cup.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, and we just lost all of that. Okay, then.
I like to drink with my buddies in a basement. I love Tin Cup.
I mean, who doesn't?
I like to drink Tin Cup.
I mean, to be honest, my basement's completely wide open and there's nothing down there. But
aside from the two wine cellars,
if I had a bunch of buds and we were just drinking bourbon, hell yeah. I don't care where I'm at. If I'm drinking bourbon with my buddies, that's a good spot. That's a good place to be.
See, now that's a tagline. You should be in copywriting, David.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so we have no news that we can get into that's not wildly political.
Well,
except the oven roasted goodness that is Hawaii right now.
Well, so I did have an idea for a business that I can run past you.
Okay.
Okay. And this basically is a surefire way to become a millionaire.
Nice.
Surefire way.
We all love it. We all love getting these get-rich-quick schemes from the internet.
This is get-rich-quick. It does, however, require a pretty hefty upfront investment. But afterwards, you're still ahead.
with a minimum investment of $5 million, we can make you a millionaire.
You're actually not far off. You're not far off.
Excellent.
But there are mathematicians telling us this is going to work. Okay, so go ahead and share my.
Okay.
All right. So as we know, the lottery was recently at like $1.5 million before somebody hit it. An Ohio mathematician shares a surefire way to win the Mega Millions, but it'll cost you. Okay.
$20,000, isn't it?
$20,000?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's read. So, okay.
No, it is significantly higher than that.
So, with a $2.5 billion upfront up for grabs on Fridays, now it went up to 1.5. This was written before that. People are using lucky charms, lucky numbers, and just plain luck in hopes of making the fourth largest ever mega jackpot. Let's see. Working with Aaron something or other, a mathematics professor at Baldwin Wallace University. Never heard of that one. There is one surefire way to win. I went to art school. Don't judge me. Simple.
Oh, we're judging.
Simple. But every number combination, this is bet every number combination possible. I said buy, whatever. I can't read either because I went to art school. While the idea may be simple, the execution is the tough part. Okay, so here we get into it. To corner the ticket, you just need to know how many there are, Montgomery said. In this case, it's a familiar number, about 300 million. Specifically, there are over 300 million different tickets.
302,575,350 different combinations.
There you go. So if you want to be absolutely sure you bought the winner, you'll need to buy them all. Okay.
Okay. So that's now multiply that by 2.
Right. So at $2 ticket, you're looking at $605 million to buy them all. Okay. So, not a bad investment.
Could you imagine doing that and then splitting it with 5 other people and actually coming in below what you invested? So yeah, you may win it, but there's nothing saying that some other lucky poke with $2 didn't win it as well.
Right. That's the problem. That's the problem because other people can buy and still get.
That's the problem.
There are several problems. But considering the jackpot is 1.25, now it went to 1.5
it went up.
billion
it's way down in Florida won. It's way down in Florida. Neptune Beach won it.
Just one person? Night. Just one person got it?
Yeah. So far, only one ticket was sold.
I don't want
they get to go to the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. It's all cool.
Yeah.
I don't want $1 billion.
Well, you don't want $1 billion?
No, billion.
You don't want $1 billion?
No, I want 227 million, 167 million after taxes.
Why?
That's how much I need to lay out my plans.
Oh, his plans. This is why Matt's not allowed to run
Dr. Evil back there.
All right. So here's the problem. He says though, there's not enough time for even just a couple people to buy all of the tickets because he actually calculates how long it takes to get the tickets, buy them, print them out, all the fun stuff. You'd need one person would need about 96 years to purchase all of the tickets. So he goes in, yada yada yada. Let's see, where is the number of people that he says you need? It was in here. Okay. Basically, you need 11,674 people on your team to help you buy all of the tickets.
How many?
So, just shy of 12,000 people. So,
Wow.
David, here's what we do. We form we form an LLC. Okay. Within this LLC, or whatever legal group of people we decide to bring together, we need about 12,000 people in this group. We all sign contracts saying whoever buys the winning ticket actually has to split with the rest of the group. And we all walk away millionaires. How does that sound?
Yeah. Absolutely nothing can go wrong with that.
Nothing can go wrong with this.
So,
David,
okay, do I have
science.
Oh, my phone's over there.
David,
being used.
it's science telling us.
Well,
this
it's
is
science, but
forward.
now you got to look at 12,000. So we're going to need the $605 million and some change divided by 12,000, which is still a pretty hefty number to be investing in something that the return on investment.
Banks are giving it away. Banks are giving it away. Investment rates are at an all-time high. But we're not going to talk politics. Banks are giving away money.
This and it didn't work. So I used to buy a lottery ticket one, right? But I thought, okay, if I buy 5 lottery tickets, that increases my odds by 500%.
No.
Right?
Well, your odds of being struck by lightning 3 times in a row are still higher than you winning on 5 tickets.
$5 still did not win me the lottery. And it's not worth it.
That's sound logic, actually.
Yeah, that's very sound logic. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
So
not wrong.
So West said he came close last night. They got one of the numbers.
We got one.
And he only slightly outdid me. My chances of winning were just minorly less than yours, and that's because I didn't buy a ticket.
I got 3 ones.
Actually, I think
my heart raced like crazy, and then
really, you actually got 3 numbers.
Yeah,
oh man,
boom,
it's close. Look, I honestly think, David, not buying a ticket, you still have almost equal chances to me winning, just by walking outside and a random ticket flying up and hitting you in the shoe and picking it up, and that's the way
and it be the winner.
Yeah,
you know what? That,
the odds are just about the
what
same.
that ticket does for you though? For a week, you buy it early in the week, right? And so you got a few days to hold on to it. You have the fantasy of winning.
You have the fantasy.
Honestly,
that's it. That's what people are buying.
$2 is worth that fantasy.
And that's what people are buying. It's a form of escapism.
Yeah.
I went through and did the math, the cash option, taxes out of it, showed the numbers to the wife and was like, hey, this is what it would be. Now look here. This is what you could do if you continued your own job and done this, because you're going to walk away with under $500 million with that amount.
After tax,
and I
if you take
showed
the sum,
and I took the compounding interest, just putting in a standard and assumed 8%, which is, let's say, is not all that creative at the moment.
Right.
If you do it right, 8%, you should be able to pull 8%. And over the course, I think it took 5 years to get the number up. Maybe 6. I think it was the 6th year you crossed $1 billion, but you had to leave it and not touch it.
That's the thing. So most people they don't invest it right. They don't know what to do with it. They blow all the money, or they invest it poorly on poor advice. But you're right. If you just put it in the right places, that's multi-generational wealth. Devin Ross says, or you can do a "My Name Is Earl" type situation. And Devin, that was a great show. My Name Is Earl. That was a really good show.
There was a show I was thinking about starting to watch the other day, and I can't remember what it is. So apparently it wasn't that important to me.
It was not. Hopefully it was Breaking Bad, because you haven't seen that yet, and it's a great show.
I haven't seen Breaking Bad, and it was not Breaking Bad. It was not. There was something, though, that I was going to watch. I don't even remember what it was.
Reruns of the Underdog Journey.
I actually do go back and watch some of them. I don't specifically have a lot of time to watch things, so usually I put something on, and it just sounds a lot worse than it is. I put something on when I'm driving, but I'll put something on that I've watched many times, and it's really just so I can crank the volume, because if I'm here and I turn my TV up loud enough for me to hear it, everybody in the house is screaming at me to turn the TV down.
You need one of those hearing aids that connect,
doctor recommended
Bluetooth.
TV ears.
Yeah, that's what you need.
Yes, it would be kind of cool, but I mean, if I could, I've got an output off that TV, and I've got a unit that I could plug into it, and just use my AirPods or earbuds or whatever things I've got laying around to do that. So I could actually do that, but then nobody else will be able to hear the TV because it'd just be in my ear.
I think they have things that you can connect that will output the audio through Bluetooth and allow the regular audio to play. I think that's a thing now.
Yeah.
So anyway. Getting old sucks, man. I get it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm deaf in one side, so
for the record,
I'm out of order over here.
I would hire somebody to field investment calls. So maybe a couple of people. So when my
he's back on the lottery thing.
Oh, yeah.
When my
I
family
think
comes
about it
to me
too.
and says,
We were talking about doctor recommended TV ears.
there's something I want to invest in, I'd be like, you got to talk to Bud over here.
Well, yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, you're not doing investments
because
yourself.
I don't want to be the one to say no.
Also, Ohio, you're not allowed to claim the Mega Millions anonymously.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ohio, you have to be public about it.
Oh,
well, New York you have to as well, but that's easy enough to do. What you do is you just bring in a lawyer, you form yourself an LLC that's separated from you, the board of directors, so that you're separated from it, and then that stuff doesn't have to be published, and that LLC claims the ticket, pays the taxes. So that you can stay anonymous, but there's some hoops you have to jump through to get there.
So that whole fantasy you said you have David has relived every scenario, and he's thought about this a lot.
Yeah.
So those fantasies of getting super rich when you buy a ticket, David's thought about this.
Well, the thing too you got to consider is you lose a lot of friends. You lose a lot of friends.
Well, sure.
Oh, screw you guys, I'm gone.
Dave anymore.
Oh, I wouldn't hang out with you, idiot.
Come visit me on my island.
Dave, I would actually, buy stock in Honeywell so I could get rid of him. Make him move back, and then I'd laugh at him.
That's true. Fair enough.
Yes, I got it all planned. I'm going to blow my money on revenge.
You know what? That's not bad.
Revenge? What the hell did I do? I moved away.
Yes, you moved away.
I moved away and became successful. You traitor.
You made a good financial decision for you and your
Improving
family,
your life.
but not for me.
Improving your life.
Who the hell do you think you are, improving yourself?
Swimming pool.
Giving your family a better life.
That swimming pool is an absolute pain in the ass.
What, having a pool isn't a great investment, David?
Oh, my Lord. So I travel a lot. Everybody knows that.
Like you do. And
nobody else knows how to take care of the pool.
Teach Pi how to take care of it.
Well, see, they can.
I'm working on it now.
They choose not to, David.
I believe that's
they
closer
choose
to the
not
case.
To. Yeah.
But so I got back from all the travel and everything, and I had last week's travel, the weekend travel, this early week travel, and that pool was, I don't want to say it was green, but it was getting there. So I've put the shock in it. I went and bought $200 worth of chemicals. I was out of chlorine. So put the chlorine in. I put these new tabs in that you mix with the chlorine that keeps the pH and the alkalinity and everything right where it's supposed to be. Boom. Then I algicide it. Then I scrubbed it and vacuum. I mean, oh my Lord. And now I put a clarifier in it. So then I'll have to vacuum. It is a nonstop pain in the ass.
Right. For the clarifier. You need your pool to be well spoken. I get
it. Yes, indeed. It's clarifier. It's to keep your pool water really, crystal clear. So, but yes, I will be training the. So all it is now is Nikki and Penny here. So I will be training them.
Right now, if Noah were around, that'd be a different story. What you should have done is when both kids were in the house, you should have said, "Hey, if you want to use the pool, you take care of it."
Yeah. And there was really only one time that I got really, I guess, I'm going to use the word pissed off. I've been working nonstop, traveling, all these things. And I go out there to start. I'm like, all right, I got a break. I can go clean the pool. It was like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that. I'm like, all right, we worked through lunch, did all these things. All right, I can break out here and I can go work on the pool. And Noah comes downstairs in his swim trunks and he's like, oh, ready to get the pool. I'm like, it's going to be treated. You got to be out of it for at least 45 minutes to an hour because I'm ready to beat this thing up pretty badly. And he got a little huffy puffy, but I thought it would be ready. And I was that close to just teeing off. Like,
Yeah.
you wanted it to be. So
Then you should have put the chemicals in it.
Yeah. So we've got to discuss the elephant in the room, which is the spider on Matt's shirt.
Oh, the spider. Tell the story about that spider on that shirt.
So this shirt is available at redbubble.com, Little Red Hen Photography.
There you go.
I took this picture of the spider and created this shirt.
It
was originally supposed to be a little tiny spider, like a little, like a little logo, right? And I never sold it. So my art teacher said, if you're not selling, make them bigger. So I made it bigger. Now I got to check and see if I actually sold it. I should actually check that.
So Matt actually took a picture of that spider in your basement?
Plastic surgeons use that same line on prostitutes. If you're not selling,
buying,
make them bigger.
Make them bigger. But I'm bummed.
It was there. We had to use it.
Look, that's something else you say. Never mind. I'm not going there. All right.
Indeed. So I thought the sun would be on my eyes over here, but I might be right. It might be wrong. Oh, it's reflecting off this window over here. That's what's happening.
You got to work on your light situation, David.
I've got to do it. So next week I should be here for the podcast. I will have blinds up on this window.
How long you lived in the house? You don't have blinds?
Well, I had curtains before. I had the curtains. But then since we've painted, since I did all the remodel or whatever in here, since I've done that, I was like, I don't want to put the curtains back up. It doesn't really go with the feng shui of the room. So I want to get some blinds. Yeah, I mean, you can't unfunk your sway. Funk your sway? Whatever. Anyway, it would look better with blinds. I want the thick, wide. So I got to go, like Matt Harmon told me back there, to go to Lowe's and get some custom cut down blinds to put in here, and that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
I'll probably try to do that this weekend.
Blinds, that everybody drives by your house and sees the cheap aluminum blinds, and they look cheap. There's no way to not make them look cheap.
Do you think any of his neighbors can actually see his house? Well, he doesn't. Come on. This is Mr. Moneybags here. He doesn't want people seeing his three car Corvette garage and his
I don't own a Corvette anymore.
And if they were to look in his windows here, they would see obviously his multiple humidors and his monocle collection. So look, he's not concerned about people seeing his house. He really
does walk around in his skirt quite a bit.
It's a kilt. It's a kilt.
So I actually asked, on that note, not to wearing a skirt, but I actually asked the wife. I was because I got some friends. We have friends that do the kilts and all the stuff.
Sure, I have a kilt.
And I'm like, hey, should I get a kilt? And faster than I can believe, the word no came out of her mouth. Not only a no, but a hell no kind of situation. So I don't get to wear a skirt. I mean, a kilt.
Oh, look.
So that has been shot down.
I'll send you the website where I got my kilt. We have matching kilts. How's that?
I mean, I want to be like,
you don't want to go out and have matching kilts?
But then I want to be like, no.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
No. So yes, I am Corvetteless at the moment. I sold it last year at the end of the driving season, and but what's crazy enough is I'm actually thinking about building another garage.
You need 4 cars.
So
you need a 4-car garage,
and I've only got 2 cars right now.
Currently.
But I've got that zero turn. I want a smaller garage that can fit the zero turn and the lawn care stuff, but I don't want to put a shed up. So I'd like to maybe
actually build a real. There you go. Look,
there's people all over the third world who are constantly wanting another garage.
It's true. I mean, typically people have a hard time storing all of their multiple vehicles in just 3-car garages.
I really need a new garage for my zero turn.
I'll tell you what.
Someplace to keep the overflow for his monocle collection.
You have a daughter. The amount of crap.
That's true.
And my son, the amount of crap that those two have in my garage. I've got 2 cars here right now. I got the Escalade and I've got my the Nissan.
Yeah.
Neither one of them fit in the garages.
No, that would not fly here. My current wife and I both said, it doesn't matter how much junk we have. If we cannot park our cars in the garage, we got too much junk. It is never happening. We will always park in the garage.
You're a man. Take control of your garage.
That's
What's
right.
wrong with you?
That's right. Draw the line.
Now that Noah is off into school, I can actually clean my garages, and they will stay that way.
Right.
So I've already said, all right, I don't mind throwing the zero turn in the double car garage and putting the Nissan in it and putting the Escalade over in the single car garage. And then Penny can have kind of the front of it. And when I mow, I can pull her stuff out of the way, take the mowers out and put it back. So I've got no problem doing that kind of work. The problem is right now is I don't have time. I don't have time to go through. I got to do some shelves. I got to do a little bit of concrete leveling. There's so much stuff to do. Like I said, I've complained about it before that, people that lived here before me didn't do any preventative maintenance, and it drives me bonkers of all the things I have to fix. I have to put it back to where it should be before I can build it the way I want it.
Right. So, that's it. Yeah. Well, I mean,
yeah.
So look, it is what it is. And I'm only saying Devin what I'm saying because I don't have teenagers yet. So I'm sure when I have teenagers, it'll be a different story.
Yeah, it'll get there. When the bicycles start taking up your space, and they're in between bikes, so they get the second bike, but they don't want to get rid of the first bike.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so Devin, you have a Pathfinder? I'm getting a Pathfinder in November.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Cool. So that'll be cool. I mean,
company Pathfinder.
I'd like to be able to get it sooner, but whenever they deliver it, they deliver it.
Do you have a company car?
Yeah, it'll be the Pathfinder.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's
God
awesome.
forbid your company buys American.
No comment.
Yep. No, we're not going to talk about David's company. They're a fine, upstanding organization,
I didn't say the name,
and they do fine work.
But I'm going to protest. I got to pick.
You said it earlier.
Oh, he said the name? I didn't realize you said the name.
Yeah, he said it earlier.
I got a stick and a poster board. I'm going to make a picket sign, and I'm going to picket the company.
Yeah, don't say the name of the company on the internet.
Well, it's a positive company, though. I really like them.
They do good work. They do
damn good
They do.
work.
There's a lot of good things that we do, and I do not have a problem working here, and proud of it. But let's leave those people alone.
Devin Ross says he didn't catch it, so we're good. Thank you, Devin.
All right. So Devin said he put his gym in his garage. So we're going to now call him Devin Beefcake Ross.
Look, his wife has Drowning in Brownies. They're her bakery company. So he's got to stay in shape. He's got to work out.
I'd be dead if my wife had
So Devin, at what weight did you realize that you had to put a gym in? Because your wife's just making brownies and cookies and cupcakes and all these things, and then I could just imagine you, eating them all.
That's exactly what I would do.
At some point, you're like, oh, I need to bring this down. Beefcake. And that's a South Park reference.
Yep, that was good. That's a good show. That show still holds up. Every episode still holds up.
It really does. Even ones I completely disagree with their agenda or their statements. Even if I disagree with it, man, they still they're just right there on it. They hit it on the head every time.
Devin Ross says 250. He realized he decided to build a gym. So look, that's fair.
All right, you know what? If we're not going to be talking about business.
So Stevie Evans says, I have a carport, so buy my product so I can have a fancy garage too.
It's true. Let's all buy his products so he can build a garage just like David.
Okay, so while yes, I love yes, we want to help everybody out, especially small business owners. But I'm going to tell you right now, help yourself out. Go to Big Bentley's Pet Supplies or Bentley's Pet Supplies. Can you pull up his website real quick?
Yeah.
And go on there, and you are just get the products. Get the stain remover and the urine destroyer if you have pets. If you don't have pets, get the stain remover. You don't have to have pets to use this stuff.
Well, if you don't have pets, get the urine destroyer too. You never know.
Yes, let's say you're taking care of an elderly person or have a toddler, you might want to go ahead and get that urine destroyer.
Or you get really drunk and pee in the corner.
Yeah.
Sorry, Stevie. We apologize for Matt. But no. But no, his
I couldn't really hear what he said. I just wanted
really
to agree
good.
with him.
Well,
so
it is insane.
But you want
how good this product is.
You want to go to shopbigbentley.com and check these out. But yeah, the stain remover is if you have dogs or cats, you need stain remover and the
kids
deodorizer.
You need the stain remover.
You're linear. What about if you have a cow in the house? It removes cow urine as well.
Have you tried it?
Guarantee
So-
it removes
so-
cow urine.
Look, I think if a cow urinates in your house, you got bigger problems. Have you seen how much they pee?
They pee a lot, but
You got bigger problems.
Back and Bentley's product there, shampoo product there, and it will clean it up.
Well, he does sell it by the gallon. If you want to buy in bulk, Stevie Evans does sell it in bulk.
Yes,
so look,
there you go.
fair enough.
Feel free to keep.
So there we go. We got Devin Ross. So here is, I mean, this is what I'm saying. You don't have to have it. Yes, it's a pet supply thing. Devin Ross brings up a great thing. He said, he had his father-in-law there, and they had a couple of colostomy catastrophes.
Yikes.
It seems like that could be a Jack Black song, but there you have it. Regardless of what we think of anything here and how much of a joke we're making of it, it still is a spot that you can use this. So, Devin, hopefully you've already been there because you're a longtime viewer of the show. You've already been to Big Bentley or shopbigbentley.com and have his products in your shelf. I mean, I've got them under my shelf in here. I need to buy more.
Yeah, definitely.
I need to buy more. So Big Bentley, shopbigbentley.com. Go over there. I mean, this stuff is, I literally, every chance I get to tell somebody about it I go off and I just like this, just down on the rails and go.
Well, Stevie did say it works on, he did say it works on any and all stains. And when he was on the show, David, remember, we did show those photographs where it looked like a murder scene in the back of a car.
Yes.
I don't think that was mud.
My wife told me that
think
we should not have spent so much time talking about so-called murder scene, but it was the red dye out of mulch for your yard.
It was mulch. And that was it. He says it was mulch.
That's pertinent to me because we use red mulch here, and luckily I have black carpets in my car. And so it didn't. If it leaked or if it stained or anything, I can't see it. But it's nice to know that if I get a car that doesn't have that and I get no stains in it, Big Bentley's to the rescue.
Okay, red mulch is disgusting. Why would you use red mulch? That is the ugliest mulch there is.
These are Matt's feelings, not necessarily mine. I don't care about
these
the color
comments
of your mulch,
do not
whatever you're
specifically
into.
reflect the feelings of the Underdog journey. I almost said the Big Bentley, but we're the Underdog journey.
So look, I'm not judging on the color of your mulch. You do what you want. This is the 21st century.
I am judging on your mulch. Red is disgusting.
All right.
Came up with that.
But if you have red mulch stains in your car or pet
it was
stains,
Mickey's choice.
Big Bentley's stain remover will be able to remove that stain.
You know what?
And,
Big
we've seen it.
Bentley's on there. We're not
just get a
covering red
bottle.
mulch.
I mean, scroll down. What's the price on a bottle? Go back there. Just scroll down real quick. What's the price of a bottle? The stain remover. Don't forget I don't want to look at the urine. Just a stain remover.
Let's see. There's urine destroyer. There's the.
I can't see.
Let's see. Let's find just the stain remover. Here's the bundle packs. Here we go. We'll just go up here. We'll click through. Pet cleaners and stain removers.
Stain remover.
Stain remover, $20.
Right there. It's $20. Invest at $20.
In the amount of cleaning
what's a gallon cost?
In the amount of cleaning that this product is going to save you, I mean, $20 is a lifesaver. A gallon is $45.
45. Okay, so I'll be doing that on your website here later, bud.
Now,
you gonna buy a gallon of
I
stain
want
remover?
that by a gallon, and I want to run it because the last time I used it, or the time before last, I used it in my carpet cleaner, my steam cleaner machine.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
And I'd rather do it again with the gallon, using the gallon.
Hey, would it clean teeth?
Stevie, does it clean teeth?
I
wouldn't recommend it.
You should put this in your mouth.
Well,
this is
So David, I'm sure it's not recommended, but I do recall a conversation where somebody said that this shouldn't harm you if it did accidentally get ingested. But I'm sure Big Bentley's does not condone that in any way. I certainly don't. If you tried to brush your teeth with it, I don't know. Matt, give it a try.
I will give it a try. I've tried your dog.
We don't condone this, Matt. Give it a try. I like it.
Oh,
I like every word in that sentence.
Yeah, he did it.
They've got this. They do have this new purple toothpaste stuff out now that's supposed to really whiten your teeth.
Right. So what it does, what the purple does is, I don't recall what it actually does or how it actually gets in your teeth, but basically the purple offsets the yellow in your teeth. because they're basically opposite colors. So it basically neutralizes the yellow in your teeth to make them look white. It's really interesting.
Oh, what's that called in color theory?
The color wheel?
Yeah, the opposite one. What is that called?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
Color theory.
Opposite?
Would you go to art school or something?
Yeah. Do you have snacks? You said you had snacks upstairs.
I never said I had snacks. There probably are. There's pizza up there.
He has dog snacks
Last week you
upstairs.
said there were snacks upstairs when I ate your dog treats.
Oh, I mean, we have a pantry with food.
Do you? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm starving.
There's pizza. Go get.
All right, I'll go get some
Papa
pizza.
John's.
Oh,
spill that
man.
on
Oh, you got pizza and you went with Papa John's. So I was in
I like
Columbus.
Papa John's. Good stuff.
I was in Columbus, and everybody's like, "Oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this for dinner. What do you do? What are you guys doing?" It's like I ordered Shorty's 15 minutes ago. I'm ready to go pick it up. Shorty's Pizza up there, up in Delaware or Powell.
Yeah.
Oh man.
See, the problem with a lot of local pizzerias, I found, I haven't had Shorty's, but the problem with a lot of local pizzerias is the crust is too thin, and the pizza in general is too greasy. I don't like the oils and grease dripping off my slices of pizza. I think it's gross.
And
the
this will be
crust
the
should
last
have just
episode of the Underdog journey that I'm on.
Because
What
he
kind
knows
of-
I'm right, once again. And the crust should have a little bit of heft to support it slightly, so it's not just a limp, wet, paper thin thing of crust with greasy cheese on top of it.
I don't know. What I'm saying.
He knows. He knows I'm right. He knows I'm right.
So no.
I've thought about this a lot.
I want to say
I've thought about this a lot.
There might be two people in the world that's thought about pizza more than I have, but that's iffy at best. I have driven 6 hours round trip to get pizza.
Yeah, that place in West Virginia, it was fine. It was okay. It was okay. Look, I'm not saying it was terrible. I'm just saying.
Oh man,
I could order Papa John's and have it here in 20 minutes.
I live in New York, and across across the breadth of this land, people are like, get your New York style pizza. The best Philly cheesesteak is not in Philly.
Right.
The best buffalo wings are not in Buffalo, and the best pizza is sure as hell not in New York.
Are you a Chicago-style pizza person then? Do you like lasagna? Because that's what it is.
I'm not a huge fan of Chicago-style pizza, but Chicago people aren't actually huge fans of Chicago-style pizza
Yeah,
either.
nobody is.
So if you go to Chicago, the standard pizza place out there is actually going to resemble Central Ohio pizza a lot more. And then you've got those like the Giordano's or something like that has the pie.
Right.
The classic pie. So
Yeah.
if you talk to somebody from out there that you really get into it, they might have that style pizza once a year, maybe twice. But all the other time is the pizza that's a lot more Columbus.
It's actual pizza and not just a lasagna.
Yeah. Not pizza, not just, a pie.
And that's what it is.
Sauce.
It's about that thick. So anyway.
Yes. Now, Detroit style pizza.
Detroit.
I am quite a fan of.
What is describe Detroit style pizza?
So it's think of a thicker crust, but it's a thicker pizza, but it's crust and then a regular amount of freaking sauce on it. Now, some places will do the almost a coating of it or a paintbrush almost, very thin layer of sauce on it, then cheese, your toppings, everything. Once it's baked, then they'll put a hot dash of the sauce over the top. Hey, we got our studio audience in.
Speaking of somebody who likes their pizza sauce light, she does not like pizza sauce on her pizza. If she can see even a tad bit of sauce, she says it's too saucy. What's wrong with you?
So
You okay?
I lean more that way. I would prefer to have less sauce on my pizza than having too much. Romeo's Pizza, which is right down the road from you guys, makes a great pizza, but their slogan is the secret is in the sauce. This is how much I think about pizza. I actually know the slogans for these individual places, and they're very proud of it, and they put a lot of it on her. My wife, she likes to have a lot of sauce on the pizza, and I'm like, if they put just give me a third or a quarter of what they usually do, and I'm fine.
Yeah, I like a normal amount. Too much, it gets sloppy. Too little, and it's just
all depends on the pizza.
Yeah. Oh, Catherine has something to show you.
All right, Catherine.
This thing.
A ladybug drawing tablet. Go ahead and draw him something.
Okay. Okay.
Draw me
on
a
it.
picture of a pyramid in honor of Khufu.
Can you draw a pyramid? Okay, she's drawing.
If I mispronounce that, we have any Egyptians watching, if I mispronounce that, I'm sorry.
No, Khufu is correct.
I got it
You are
right.
correct,
Okay.
sir.
I literally pulled that out of thin air. So
Oh, what's Khufu?
Khufu is a pharaoh who commissioned the building of one of the pyramids.
I want to kiss your hand.
One of the pyramids. Get out of here. So, Lachlan, how did you like Niagara Falls?
Good.
He was sick the first day we were there.
Yeah,
Okay.
And then I
And,
started throwing up on the trip.
Yeah, he was throwing up on the trip.
It's not
So-
a trip unless the kid gets sick.
It's true.
Okay.
Back in my day, kids
So-
would get sick.
did you guys stay up in Niagara? Or did you guys stay in allegedly? You got to put it whenever. Okay, Devin Ross made a comment and said allegedly. When you use the word allegedly, it has to have an ostrich after it. Okay,
It's true.
Just-
Allegedly.
Just so you know, allegedly. So when you were up there, did you stay in Niagara, or did you stay down in Buffalo?
No, we were in Niagara.
We were
Okay.
at the Riverside Resort.
Some kind of riverside resort. We were like right on
Okay.
the river.
I'm gonna show you.
There's a Sheraton. When I go there, there's a. Okay, what do we got?
Hey, that's not a pyramid. What did you draw him? Actually, it is a pyramid. Sort of. There's a pyramid and a silly face behind the pyramid.
She just has the giggles.
Here, let's see. So there's a pyramid and there's a strange smiley face next to the pyramid.
Okay. Well, you got to smile.
That's where I
Good
got
job.
And she
Catherine.
does have the 3 dots there, so that could be the three the stars over top of the top
Exactly.
of
It's
the
Orion's
pyramids there.
belt above the pyramids.
Yeah,
You know, there's
that
lots of
works.
ancient aliens here.
Well,
We know. I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's totally aliens.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's so. I posted a thing today that said some whistleblower came out and announced the little S thing that we all did back in the '90s, where you had the 3 and you connected them all. It made a big, like a fancy little S. Was invented by aliens. It was a good post. Go back on my post today and take a look because it was funny.
Yeah.
It's worth a like and the LOL even.
All right. Okay, time for you guys to go to bed. Okay, it's been
Time for
fun.
you to stop smacking me in the face.
This is
Night, guys.
So wait, Lachlan, before you go, what was your favorite part about Niagara Falls?
who's your favorite part?
the view and maybe the boat ride.
The boat ride where we went into the
Oh,
mist.
did you go?
We
Did you
the
go
Maid
on the
of the
Maid of the
Mist.
Mist?
We did.
Okay.
And then we
So
did
the Maid of the Mist
Cave of
is
the Winds.
amazing.
The Cave of the Winds, where you actually walk and you get splashed by the waterfall down by the cave
on Goat Island.
Yeah.
on Goat
I didn't
Island.
I haven't done the Cave of the Winds, but I have done the Maid of the Mist. And a few weeks ago, we went ahead and were like, screw it, let's go to the other side. So we went into Canada over and we did dinner and everything over in Canada. And I'll tell you, for all if you haven't been there, the U.S. side of Niagara Falls is rather somber. It's calm. It's heavy in tourist.
There were a
but
lot of
It is
tourists.
still rather calm.
There were a lot of tourists.
But you go across the Peace Bridge or the Rainbow Bridge over to Canada, and it is like the county fair all the time. And they don't close until 2 a.m. The parking lots are open until 3 a.m. We did the big Ferris wheel thing.
Man, Ferris wheel.
There's mirror mazes. Think about your county fair, multiply it by 2 or 3 times that. There is a 3-level go-kart track.
Wow, that's
over
pretty
there.
cool.
I'm fat, so I don't even try to sit in those things. But other people, they can have a lot of fun in them, and it is insane. Though that place is ripping, and I'll tell you, I can't, with the exception of a sporting event like the Ohio State Buckeyes leaving a game or something like that. I don't know, even in downtown at Times Square, that many people in that small of a space.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not at New Year's, but or the Thanksgiving for the parades or anything like that. But for like a regular, I don't know if you've ever been in Times Square, but it's always busy.
Right.
3 o'clock in the morning, it's busy. And when they say "see, it never sleeps," and I for some reason when I go downtown, I love to stay right at Times Square because it gets me to where I need to go pretty quickly. It's centrally located, but I have to listen to them hooting and hollering out on Times Square all night long.
That's funny. Yeah, I've never been to New York City, but one of these days I'll.
You've never been to New York
We got to
City?
make a plan. We got to make plans to do this. We got to make it happen.
Good for you. Good for you. Good for you.
He says good for me.
I've been to New York City too damn many times. I've enjoyed a couple of them, but typically I hate every second of it.
Matt hates having fun.
Your experience is different than mine. I love going, but I also love leaving.
First time I went to New York City, I was an at-home pooper. Like, I only could poop at home, but I hadn't gone for a couple of days, so I had no choice. I pooped at
thought
Mama
I had
Leone's
heard him
restaurant
wrong.
back when they were still open. In fact, they closed shortly after I pooped.
I
at
can't
their
imagine
restaurant.
why they closed then.
I kind of feel like it was me.
You ruined them.
But
You
I
ruined their
in a New
business.
York bathroom where there was no lock on the
You
stall.
were in the military. How? You know what? I don't even want to know.
It's look.
I managed. You know what? I managed because it's like when you're around your the guys you're on the ship with, that toilet becomes home.
That's your home. Okay.
Yeah. So it was no big deal. But I was so proud of myself too. I had a great time that day because I pooped at Mama Leone's restaurant.
Look, I'm not judging.
Mama
It
Leone.
sounds fun.
You remember it was in the Peter
And she's not in business anymore.
Mama Leone's.
So
And
Devin
you
said,
ruined
I've never been anywhere north of Ohio. They said, hey, I lied. I've been to Michigan. So first of all, we don't give a damn for the whole state of Michigan. Secondly,
Says the New York guy.
It's a big state.
David, you left Ohio. You can't say stuff like that anymore.
It's a
I
big
absolutely
state.
can. And I've got people around here coming on the bandwagon now.
My dad lives in
I am building a Buckeye fan base over here in literally 5 minutes from
Here's what I don't
Syracuse
understand.
University.
Why would people who didn't go to Ohio State give a damn about Ohio State?
I don't know why people care who live here, who are from here.
Right.
I don't get it.
If you went there...
My wife graduated
It's a
from
terrible organization filled with terrible people. I'm sure some of the students who go there are fine people, but the organization
My
as a
wife
whole
is a graduate of The Ohio State University.
Well, and she's a wonderful, wonderful person.
My
However, the
executive
organization as a whole,
education is certified by The Ohio State University.
it's a
Right,
terrible
when they went
organization.
there, it
I
elevated the
apologize.
reputation.
They go out of their way
a big college.
to defraud people. They go out of their way to defraud people and steal
Every
private
college
property.
is doing that.
Allegedly, with an ostrich.
Allegedly, with an ostrich. So if you guys don't get the ostrich thing, you're missing out. You are literally. We're not getting to a topic tonight, are we?
I have a topic. I got a pretty fun
Okay.
topic.
I know.
We'd
have a
rather
fun
talk
topic.
about
We'll
pizza
get to-
in
we'll get to-
Niagara
all
Falls.
right. As soon as we're done explaining ostriches, partially, then we'll get over to it. Okay. So there is a television show that you must watch. It is available, I believe, only on Hulu.
Yeah.
So go and download Hulu,
If
or
you don't have Hulu,
get
Hulu.
Disney Plus with the Hulu package and roll them together. And then you can watch something wholesome over on the Disney Channel, and then something actually wildly entertaining but amazingly inappropriate over on Hulu, which is a show called Letterkenny.
Letterkenny's it's a great show. It is a great
Letterkenny
show.
is probably one of the great. So I haven't watched in a long time.
Catch up too.
Well, no. So my Hulu was shared from
Pitter
somebody
patter.
else.
Let's get at her.
I know, pitter patter. I gotta get at it. Yeah. So I think I'm going to go ahead and log back in and get my Letterkenny. I'm gonna start at the beginning. I'm gonna pretend like I've never watched it. Start at season 1, episode 1, and go. So if there are clips on Facebook that went around of the little short clips inside of this show that are just
They're called
so.
short.
Devin says he couldn't get past 3 episodes of Letterkenny.
Well, episode 3. Was there something particularly bad in episode 3 you couldn't get past? Or was it just kind of a weird, obscure show?
I'm trying. Yeah,
For
I'm trying to
those
figure out
who don't
what-
know, basically it's kind of like a Canadian version of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. But
Now,
quirky
I am
in a
actually
weird
not
way.
a fan of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. There's only one episode of Sunny in Philadelphia that I watched, and I decided, you know what, this is not a show for me. It's when
there are probably
Danny
lots of
DeVito-
episodes like that for most people. It's pretty deranged.
So Danny DeVito had given basically raccoon meat to these two and told them that it was human flesh and to not eat it.
That was a good one.
So
That was
they
a good
ate
one.
it, and they
Yeah.
found themselves craving it more.
Right, exactly.
And they ended up, these two people ended up going out and getting
And
a
that's
homeless
the
bum.
episode that made you not want to watch anymore? That was
That
hilarious.
is the episode that I'm like, you know what? This might not be the show for me.
I thought maybe it was one of the several blackface episodes that they've since taken off of Hulu.
Oh, yeah, no. See, the things like that don't offend me. But what I'm saying,
But the raccoon meat
only
was where you drew the
exposure-
line.
Well, it wasn't that. It was that they went out and found themselves a bum, a homeless person to eat.
Was it Rickety Cricket, or was it another? Was it like a rando, non-character? I got to go back and rewatch it. I remember the episode. I don't remember all the details. So
Nikki says it's a terrible show, and I hopefully she's talking about Only Sunny in Philadelphia.
It's a wonderful show, Nikki. Come on,
which is not necessarily a terrible show. It just wasn't for me.
Well, you should put it on right now.
I think she's talking about Letterkenny.
Oh, she doesn't like the Letterkenny's more of a guy show. I think
she's not a big.
I feel like that's more of a guy show.
It is a guy show. It's a guy of a certain caliber show. So Devin, if you're not up there, that means you're not a guy of a certain caliber.
Ooh, ouch.
You need to get more caliber, and then you can watch this show.
Ouch. David's getting serious.
So
about
go
his,
to the caliber show.
Letterkenny.
Go to the caliber shop. Get yourself some more caliber, and then you watch a show, and you'll be like, okay, I get it.
Let me say something. So, I've been losing weight, like exercising, trying to watch what I eat.
You look great.
But right now, I'm in, like, this alcohol has loosened up my mind enough where I want to go order everything on a McDonald's menu.
you getting the munchies from?
Yeah, I want to shove burgers up my nose and eat a Big Mac at the same time.
Right.
That's
the problem with getting in shape is you get those cravings sometimes where like I just have to eat everything.
Yeah. And
You
when
know,
those happen,
Eat high fiber foods.
well, a lot of times when those happen, and they don't happen that often, but when they do, I
Right.
just go with it. I go and binge. Because the most you're going to gain in that one episode is a pound.
Right. So here's something else. On those days, what you want to, this is going to sound gross, but this is a real thing. Keep some Metamucil around your house, okay?
Oh, nothing wrong with
I've got it here.
You
I'm
can
surprised
Metamucil.
we're not doing Metamucil right now.
Let's all do Metamucil together. No, seriously. Keep Metamucil around your house. And on those binge days, just take a crap ton. Take a crap ton of fiber afterward. And it's going to push all of that out of your body before you can absorb most of the
Oh, my God. Let me tell you a quick story. I'll tell you a quick story.
Matt Harmon has a Metamucil story.
Oh, Matt Harmon has
Can
a
end
Metamucil.
well.
Oh, no, wait. Is this the Olay story?
Yeah.
Oline, you mean? Oline?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oline, yes, that's
Oline.
it.
Well, it wasn't Oline. It was
Matt,
a
you ready
drug.
to come closer to the mic?
All right. So,
This story is worthy of the internet.
all right. So
The internet needs this story.
I'm out in California visiting my brother, right? Who's a pharmaceutical rep who at the time was representing a drug that was a fat blocker, right? So, and he damn well knows exactly what the side effects are on this. But I trust my brother at this point because he's my older brother. Why would he screw me over?
Yeah, why would an older brother ever screw you
I
over?
wasn't visiting.
Yeah.
I just moved out there, and I had a job with a food distributor. And so I sold wholesale food. So, but one of those California taco trucks comes around, and we went ballistic. I had 10 of those little tiny meat tacos.
The carnitas tacos.
They were so good. They were so incredibly good. And afterwards, my brother says, "Here, take this pill my company developed. You won't, none of that fat you just ate will stay." He says, "It'll all go away." And I was really into fitness at the time. Like I shaved my arms type of fitness, right?
Like fitting those tacos in your mouth.
So the next day, I go out my regular route, right? Never knowing that the entire time I've got this oily fat leaking out of me, staining the back of my Dockers.
Oh, no.
Right? Staining them orange, bright orange, which was the color of the taco meat. So fortunately, I destroyed his office chair in the process of all this. So I lost a pair of Dockers.
It was his own fault.
He had a permanent stain on his. So at the end of the day, I realized when I went to take a shower, I'm like, oh no, my God, how long have I been walking around with this stain? What did Aaron do to me? So I take the Dockers and I throw them in the garbage. And I'm staying at his house at this time. His very frugal and wonderful wife sees them in the garbage, pulls them out, and hand washes them with a scrub brush to get them. I'm mortified beyond words that, number one, I walked around my office with a huge orange stain down the back of my pants.
You
And
got to
then-
use the word trousers, okay? Use the word trousers.
Trousers, fine.
That's really going to punch this story up.
With this. I mean, they were very nice.
You got to class up this dumpster
They
fire.
were
Yeah,
very,
come on.
very nice Dockers. My brother laughed, and he didn't even care about the office chair. Laughed. He still laughs about it to this day.
That is, I would buy a new office chair for that
Yes,
as well.
He
Yeah.
was so happy. This was the ultimate. I got my brother. Ha ha ha! What an asshole.
Yeah, it is. That is.
All
So
bad.
so clearly I've heard this story before,
Oh, that's so awful.
and it is an older brother doing it to a younger brother, a
Never
sibling
trust
there.
your brother. Never.
Never.
The moral of the story: never
Never
trust your brother.
And it needed to be shared on the internet.
In fact, when I get the lottery, the guy I'm hiring is going to be instructed to specifically say no to my brother.
There you go.
No, Aaron, no.
You get nothing.
Yes, I don't. But you're
No,
bringing
you
us an
just get-
opportunity on Twitter? No. No.
You're talking about. You're all like, "Hey, I'm going to buy major stock in the company you work for, so I can fire you, so you can come back here, and then I can laugh at you." You want to do that for me for moving away?
Yeah, imagine what he wants to do to his own brother.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't imagine you have one of those walls in your basement that have the string that goes around all over the
Yes,
place,
I do.
He's one of
trying
those
to
guys.
map out
Yeah,
how you're going
I
to get his
because
ass
in
back.
My brain, I got to keep track of who I'm mad at. Otherwise, I forget.
Yes.
That's really the only hope for humanity if Matt Harmon ever wins the lottery, is just hoping you lose all memories of what you have planned for revenge.
So that's why I keep my little maps on the bottom in my basement.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of topics. If you guys are going to start getting,
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get to the main topic.
I don't think we're
I
getting
don't
to the
think we're
main
getting to the
topic.
main topic.
I mean,
But
we're an hour and 8 minutes
Here's
in,
a
just
good
shooting the
topic we can cover
bourbon
at another
chats.
time of your choosing, but new breakfast ideas. Because you eat cereal every morning, right? What do you have for breakfast every morning? Cereal?
I have a hot shot of protein, and I think you guys would love my hot shot of protein. You guys, that's what I'm
Matt,
going to call my
Matt,
nutrition company.
Matt,
Hot
Matt,
shot
what
of
did you
protein.
do, man? Matt, what did you do? You gave him an opportunity to talk about
No, you guys will love,
lovely,
you'll love
tasteful,
my
and
protein.
flavorful hot shot of protein.
and that's what I'm going to call it. Okay, it's protein powder. It's greens. It has ground cayenne pepper. Okay, and lion's mane mushroom. Not only is it good for your brain,
Why are
it's
you
good for
eating
your whole.
mushroom? Lion's mane mushrooms?
Lion's mane mushroom.
That's
It's
poisonous.
Lion's mane mushroom is
neurogenic.
awesome. I literally
Neurogenic.
have.
It's good for your brains.
I have.
You might try it.
Are you
I have
microdosing?
a thing over there that's
No, not
it's
yet.
mostly lion's mane. It has actually like 15 different types of mushrooms in it.
Oh my god!
Right.
You both
So
are
I
microdosing.
should take it more frequently than I do. But
You need lion's mane mushroom in your diet, and you need a hot shot of West protein
West
in
protein.
your diet.
That's what I love about your
So
marriage. Never
so
mind, stop.
Devin's like, I'm listening. He is all about getting some a good hot shot of West protein in his mouth
I'm
right
listening.
now.
Devin, no, this is a real thing. I'm going to start a nutrition company, and my protein it's gonna be called Hot Shot of Protein.
Well, let you know.
Look, if Liquid Death can make money, Hot Shot of Protein is going to make money. But he did ask Lion's Mane from where. So mine is actually
Not
I got
West
it.
protein.
It is not West. No, my lion's mane mushroom I got on Amazon. It's from I can't remember the name of the company.
China.
No, you do not want to buy mushrooms from China. You actually want to buy locally U.S. sourced mushrooms because we get them from overseas. They actually have a lot of heavy metals in them, and they're actually really, really, really
oh my
bad
god,
for
I
you.
have a Chinese mushroom.
Yeah, you
store.
can get mushrooms that have Pantera, Anthrax, Metallica, Megadeth.
All of the heavy metals, and it's bad for your brain. Scientifically proven.
So I'm
Indeed.
working at a food distributor who sells food for pizza, Italian food distributor, right?
Okay.
Only at this point, we're having a terrible time getting canned mushrooms because we get them from China, right? But they're not coming because there were some heavy metals in these
See?
mushrooms.
I'm right.
All of a sudden, we get a memo. We're literally in a sales meeting, and this guy walks in and says, "Hey, I just got a memo from the Chinese mushroom company, and this is also in the news. Apparently, the executives of that Chinese mushroom company were hung. They were on the spot.
That's not a good sign.
They hung them.
That's not a good sign.
The Chinese government walked into this corporation, took the executives out, and hung them
So that's a sign that you don't want to buy their product.
for allowing this to happen.
Yeah.
I kind of like that dedication to food safety.
If there's one thing you want in your government is instant death penalty.
Yeah, that really, will keep your food safe.
Devin Ross says, just heavy metal, anything punk? Maybe some hard rock.
A little touch of the Ramones in there, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so your Ramon mushrooms.
So I ran into yesterday.
It does sound like a mushroom.
So 2 days ago I made chicken parmesan. No, Sunday I made chicken parmesan, right? And
I love chicken parmesan. Chicken parm is my favorite meal to make.
And then I cooked it for an hour. And these were thin chicken breasts, right?
You cooked chicken breasts for an hour?
Yeah, I cooked them low and slow. So
they were basically made of rubber.
So you smoked?
When I
so
got
you
done,
smoked? Smoked chicken parm?
Listen to me.
You smoked a chicken parm.
So when we're eating them, the texture's a little different, right? And I'm like, these taste raw. These feel raw.
Was there any heat on them?
So I looked at them, and I'm like, they look cooked.
You said low and slow. How low?
300.
You can't cook
low
at 300.
No, it was 350. But
they
had sauce on them.
If you want salmonella, yeah.
So today
you can cook chicken. You can cook chicken at 165 degrees. It's fine.
I pulled the chicken out.
But you got to get the internal temp all the way up to 165.
I was cooking.
165 is not going to kill the bacteria.
So I had this. I pulled out a chicken breast, to heat it. I heated it up in the microwave for 2 minutes, right? And I'm eating it. I'm like, it still feels raw. And I look at it, and it's freaking raw. Now this thing has been fried, cooked for almost an hour, and microwaved for 2 minutes, and it's still freaking raw. Something was up with this chicken. It was magical chicken.
Well, could it be the new lab-grown chicken?
So I knew
lab-grown chicken.
I nuked it for another solid minutes.
Kill and try to cook the
Did you kill
magic
the chicken
goose?
yourself?
No, I think it may have been lab-grown chicken because I've never seen chicken not cooked like that. Plus, we all ate it, and none of us got sick. By all rights, we should be dead right now.
You should be dead.
Well, if you've killed all the prions that cause the bacteria.
Prions don't cause bacteria.
Prions are in the brain.
Created into bacteria. Either way, 165 degrees is the temperature you need to be.
Prions cannot be
You can't cook out prions.
You know what? Just drive your car into a tree. You messed it up.
Oh, ouch.
No.
Matt Harmon's coming rough. Ouch.
No, I'm not driving my car.
Fighting words.
You know what? I'm the fattest of all of us, so we should take my advice when it comes to cooking.
So, lab grown. We should do a show just on lab grown meat because here's the thing.
Something going on with that meat.
I love the idea.
I'm not doing any of it.
I love the idea of lab grown meat because look, I like the idea of vegetarianism. I like to eat meat. I love the idea of lab grown meat because look, you get the meat without killing the animals. I get it. But then I learned how they make the lab grown meat. Do you know how they make lab grown meat?
They grow it on the back of a mouse.
I will not.
No.
Close, huh?
You know what they do? So what is the one type of cell that living creatures produce that will reproduce quickly without dying?
Stem cells.
Not just stem cells. You know what kind of stem cells? Glial cells.
Oh, yeah.
Cancer cells. They pull cancerous cells from healthy organisms to reproduce this cancer in a lab. That's how they make the lab-grown meat, from cancer cells.
Well,
that's a real thing.
I'm pretty sure that's what we ate.
Devin Ross says fetus.
Wrong with this chicken.
The type of people who would want that stuff, it wouldn't surprise me at this point.
I would rather eat crickets before I had lab-grown meat at this point.
I'm not going to eat crickets either.
Well, David, here's what I'm going to do.
I will kill the cow myself.
So I've had this idea for a while.
I'm going to have myself a delicious tomahawk steak.
I've had this idea for a while, and I shouldn't be saying it out loud, but it's so awesome. I kind of want to say it out loud. David, I've been planning this for a while. What I want to do is I want to make some really delicious muffins, right? Some nice muffins. Yeah, maybe I'll go to Devin Ross's wife and have some brownie brownies.
Agreement here. Wes wants to make muffins.
You cook the muffins and you put the cricket powder in them.
Sure.
And then send some to David as like a house. Hey, I haven't been in your house in a while. Have some delicious muffins that my wonderful wife made for you. And it'd be rude for you not to eat them.
Right.
And then you eat them. And then after you're eating them, I ask you online, hey, how'd you like those muffins? Oh, yeah, there was crickets in those. And then get your reaction.
Okay, so I'm okay with that.
I really
that type of stuff is funny to me.
But I didn't
because Big Bang Theory did that. So
I know,
and
I could actually, each muffin would have, I'll have a different colored, tin on the bottom, right? And each color will have like different levels of crickety goodness in them, and I wanted to see how many you could eat before you started to notice how crickety the flavor got.
Exactly. That's literally
That's
literally
my point.
the premise
Exactly.
of Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
It's like I wanted to see how far it got before
It tasted
XYZ
mothy.
tasted mothy.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to pull the same thing, but see now you know, so I can't do it.
Yeah, you send me muffins, I'm just shipping them back. Refused. What?
And Devin Ross brought up a good point. Devin Ross brought a good point. Bug protein is actually one of the most bioavailable proteins. That's actually true. What that means is it's actually one of the proteins that your body is most likely to be able to absorb.
That's not what that
Yeah.
That
so
is literally within.
I like to get my protein on the end of a tomahawk steak, and maybe a touch of garlic butter.
Right.
On and let it melt in there real good.
When the apocalypse comes and you're hunting for a cow, and I'm over there eating crickets.
We're gonna be cricket brothers.
You guys will be outside in the fields doing the crickets. I'll be at the steakhouse.
During the apocalypse?
Yeah. What better place to be than a steakhouse?
I think
we're going to go
during
to
the apocalypse.
We're going to ride this thing out.
Okay, look, we'll see how it works out.
Well, they will have a lot of steak there. I'll tell you what, if you ever get a chance,
they'll have a lot of Soylent Green there.
You should have gone to the steakhouse with Dave, Klaus, and I.
I know we were talking about that.
Dude. God, that was.
So David, Klaus, and I went to a different steakhouse one of the recent times he was in town.
Oh my God! Why didn't you call? I would have loved to have sponged.
Didn't you call him also? I think he did call you. You weren't around.
I believe you were on some invites there.
There's nothing better than sponging off Dave.
You did pay, but we didn't have all that bourbon because he had to drive home.
You bitch. I bitch about him moving, and then when he comes here, I sponge off of him, and it is just heaven.
It is nice to get a few drinks in him. He pays for everything. So everybody out there watching and listening, if you get the opportunity, go drinking with Dave. He'll pay for everything.
All right, so I'm a little buzzed.
My poor Chase card. My poor Chase card fills it from time to time. It's like. I used to get them. I don't get them anymore. Chase has caught on that I'm weird like that. Like, did you really just spend $1,700 random ass steakhouse? Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
I think that bill was actually $1,900 that night.
Oof. Yeah, it's a good thing your wife isn't watching this or anything.
I don't think she is. She was watching a little bit ago. I don't think she's watching anymore. So we're safe.
Can I just say about wives? I really, really like mine.
That's always good to say about your wife.
I tolerate mine.
Mine tolerates me, and I like that about her.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's what it is. She tolerates me, and I'm.
You can't tolerate your kid.
Appreciative of her doing so.
My kid, he can't hit that hard.
Well, it doesn't matter how hard he is, because pretty soon he's going to challenge you for leadership of the pride.
I could take him.
Who, your boy?
Yeah, come on.
No.
Every
So Matt only has a daughter.
Yeah, my daughter. She's the one I'm worried about murdering in my sleep. That's the one.
Yes, absolutely. I am far more worried about Penny putting a pillow over my face and just smothering me out of existence.
Yeah.
Than Noah ever challenging me for anything.
Yeah.
Because I have put Noah on the floor. He was blah blah. Oh shit, she is watching.
Yeah, I told you, Nikki, put this man in his place. He's spending money left and right on this guy.
She can't complain. I sent her to Disney. She's fine.
Anyway, let's move on before you get yourself in trouble. So so my daughter, she actually wrote me a card. I was out in the garage doing some work. She came in, she made me this nice little card and it was like a Valentine's Day card. I was like, oh, that's sweet. I opened it up, and she wrote, "I'm sorry I don't love you." in the card with a heart on it.
The card said what?
It said, "I'm sorry I don't love you."
Oh my God.
So yeah, he will actually murder me one day. I'm sure.
They're just so precious, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter.
Oh dear Lord. Wes better put the deadbolt on his bedroom. Actually, I better put the deadbolt on my bedroom tonight. Nick, I'm sleeping in the guest room tonight.
I gotta actually pull up the Underdog journey so I can see what she's saying.
Oh man, alive!
Yeah,
that is that's ooh.
It's rough. I'm telling you.
There's some danger here.
If I don't show up one day, that's what you know. What happened?
Yeah, sorry, I don't love you.
I think
At least she's sorry about
The
it.
apocalypse
I
happened.
figure I'm gonna get that letter from my wife any day too. So
Right.
I think if the apocalypse happened and I had room for one or two other, let's say 2 other people, I would take Nikki and Pi and leave Dave out. Because I like Nikki more than Dave. And
well,
it's
that
not
is
like,
a terrible idea. Nikki's gonna sit in the corner, completely overwhelmed, and I'm gonna be able to actionably take care of things.
that is true. Really
Well-
need to make room for Dave. You
Well-
really do.
No,
you
look.
need to make some room.
Well, look, no, between the two, in the apocalypse, okay, when hordes of Roman cannibals come banging at your doors, Nikki, she's an athlete. She's a runner, right? So, you can run.
She went for a
and you can-
run earlier today. She's training. She's getting
Right.
ready to do some like crazy. Okay, so we got to take it. Go ahead, but circle back to me.
No, I'm just saying, during the apocalypse, you probably want Nikki. She's athletic. She's,
Right.
David is going to make a great steak. He's going to be turned into Soylent Green.
I'm gonna.
useless to you.
Well, so while I may not run very fast, very far, I can hear my wife laughing
She knows I'm right.
because somebody just called me a steak. She is rolling out there, rolling. I can't. Okay, I got to do it. She's out there. I got to see here. She's out there on that couch. Where's my finger? Where's that? That's what she said. Out there somewhere, just rolling.
Well,
over that comment.
Devin makes a great point. He says, you got to think, too, David's a big guy, a lot to eat there. So that's true. Push comes to shove.
Others-
You're going to be fed for a while. I mean, you'll probably get more to eat out of
Here's
David
the
than you will
problem.
me.
The problem with Pi is you would not know if she'd been turned into a zombie because she's always on. Like, she's always trying to eat something. Like, she's always either trying to tackle somebody or she's biting somebody.
Yes.
So how would you know if she was actually turned into a zombie at that
Fair
point?
enough. So
She's
she
pretty
should
much-
not.
It would be the same.
So it's probably a good thing she doesn't hang out with my daughter.
I want a
They probably have
divorce.
a lot in common.
What? What did he say?
David said he wants a divorce. Nikki,
I can't tell you. I mean,
Nikki, I think I've told you this before.
I could see her. She almost fell off the couch laughing at that. Nikki can run. David's estate comment you guys had.
Nikki, I think I've told you this before. You can do better.
Oh, so much.
She knows this. She's you've told her. I've told her. I don't know what's going on with her mind. She downgrades herself. I don't
Look,
know.
I
Staying with
think-
me is just a weird thing.
I think between the three of us, we can all agree.
She's punishing her parents. I don't know.
Between the three of us, we can all agree. Thank God for women with low standards.
Yes.
That's all I got to say.
It's the Homer Simpson
Yeah,
thing.
I will drink to that.
Exactly.
Yep, here's to women with low standards.
To women with low standards.
Yep.
That's
when my
it.
wife was.
There's another way to say this. Raise our glasses. Everybody get your glasses up. Get them up to easy women.
Yeah.
Hey, yikes.
You guys can't back out now. Your glasses were up.
It's the glasses are. It's true. I mean, there's an etiquette here. It's
You know what it was? Is she was over 30 and single, and I was breathing. She was really flexible on her standards.
God. I thought you were talking about Nikki for a second. I was
No,
like,
no,
she was
Nikki-
not over
Nikki and I
30.
got together when she was 19. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, she was flexible on her standards then too.
I mean, clearly.
She was like, I could do better, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah. What else? What else do I have going on?
Well, I guess.
Besides, during the
So-
apocalypse, there's a lot to eat there.
Yeah.
I do well.
She put on her comment. That steak comment was gold.
Uh,
Good
That steak
job,
comment
Devin.
was gold. And I'm well seasoned with dry aged.
oh, dry
steak,
age,
so-
and the marbling has got to be magnificent.
Yes, the dry aged Dave has got to be phenomenal.
He
Oh.
marinates himself in bourbon daily.
Yes. So, all right. So on
Hold
one
on.
of my,
Dave posted
it was
a
the bourbon
post on
channel. Okay,
Facebook.
so one of my bourbon groups, somebody posted they did a butter pound cake,
Ooh.
and they did a butter bourbon glaze
Okay.
on it. And
I like that.
and I literally hit him immediately. It was like, you can't post this kind of shit without a recipe.
Right.
Ask Dave to explain.
So they sent me the recipe. I copied it, pasted it into an email to my wife, Nicole Leffingwell, at least for the rest of the day, and send it over to her so I have a record of said recipe for the butter bourbon and the pound cake.
Nice. That is awesome. That sounds really good.
So good.
So
it's going to be so good.
So I'm actually so I shouldn't talk about this too soon. I'm in the beginning phase of actually writing a cookbook myself.
Oh, you are not.
A cookbook.
A cookbook.
Okay, so just out of curiosity, is it a cookbook for normal human beings, or is this a cookbook that you can use for your animals?
No, it's for how to make steaks during the apocalypse.
Hashtag
out of humans and crickets. It's literally just pictures of you and crickets. No.
Yes.
No, but so one of the things is
got Martha Stewart there going, now don't forget to marinate your day for at least 24 hours before you plan on cooking.
So, Underdog brew bones, we don't use wheat flour. There's no wheat flour in these because wheat flour is actually really terrible for you. So one of the things that I do is that's right.
Oh, you're high on the crack.
There's no wheat flour. So what I do instead of wheat flour is I make my own flour.
More bourbon.
I make my own flour from brewer's grains. I actually dry them and I mill them.
Them with no wheat flour?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait a minute. When you do you have like a molder? What the hell's the word?
Talking about the mortar and pestle.
Yeah, the mortar and pestle. That's what I'm looking for. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, because I live in the 1700s. I live in the 1700s. That's all I have. I actually have a really big miller's wheel with a donkey that walks slowly in a circle and grinds them up.
No. Okay, so I've seen this. If you use Arnold Schwarzenegger doing that, it's better.
It's true. I actually have.
But then he grows up to become the Beastmaster.
It's he was Conan. He was Conan, the late night talk show.
Was that Conan? That wasn't Beastmaster.
No, Beastmaster was somebody else. I forget the dude.
Okay, so he'll become Conan the Barbarian.
Conan. So
Conan O'Brien.
So basically, I use brewer's grains. So I was going to make a cookbook about different recipes that require beer, whether it be brewer's grains or just making your food with beer. And think about it, a coffee table book that is all about making food with different, beer items. And
I'm buying that book.
One thing that I was going to go along to sell with it was I was going to sell actual flour made from brewer's grains. Human grade flour made from brewer's grains. And it's actually a lot more healthy than white flour. So that's why I don't use white flour.
There's nothing more healthy than white flour.
There's
bleach the hell out of it, I say.
The more chemicals, the better.
I'm looking around here. I don't know where it is in my room. It might actually be downstairs on a shelf. I've got a book by a gentleman by the name of, I think it's Ray Leffingwell or something like that, who has done. He did a Corvette book. So that would be really cool to get and the reason I'm thinking about this is because it's a coffee table book.
Okay.
So a coffee table book, a coffee table cookbook, based off of beer recipes.
Right. And then for the different recipes,
I would every word in that sentence.
For different recipes, I would feature a different craft brewery, and the head brewer I was going to have tell like a story about
a story. Yeah,
a story. So they'd have a story to go along with the recipe. Yeah,
but a story, but not a personal interest piece.
Not crack.
NFL Network, ESPN, NBC, Fox, I don't care who you are, please stop it with the personal interest pieces on football. We're done.
Yeah, nobody cares about football. Let's get over it finally. Let's get over football. Yes.
But if
David finally said
all right, whichever one of you guys jumps up first and says, I'm going to talk to them about what their favorite recipe is, because, I'm a fat guy, that's the one I want to listen to.
Maybe you're watching the wrong network. Maybe instead of ESPN, you should watch the Food Network. Because he said he doesn't want to hear about football. He wants to hear about wrestling.
So I want football and food. I mean, that's what happens, right?
Okay.
Football and food.
Is that a thing? I don't know. I don't watch football.
Cable. So hey, Bob Iger. Just real quick, Bob Iger. You and I are going to be in the same building here soon. And I got an idea for you.
Foodball, Devin says. Love that.
Foodball.
I would watch football.
I like that. I would watch.
Oh,
but
actually, dude,
football.
David,
Football.
David, you're gonna be
All right, okay.
You're gonna be at ESPN. Okay, here's the show you got to pitch.
I'm gonna be. ESPN. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to pitch to ESPN football.
Football.
Okay, it's not just recipes. Guess what? It's a cooking show combined with a sports league. You have a whole league of people who make the food, and then they have professional food fights. Professional food fights. It's football, man. Dude, Devin, you're a genius. I would watch that in a minute.
All right, so so Devin, you're gonna have to circle back in with us at another time because we're gonna have to cycle into this and bring kind of what that's gonna look like, because
the football league, I would watch that. Yeah,
just a general food fight. It's a
cooking show combined with professional food fights.
So I got a question. I
have lots of questions.
Is it what the hell is professional food fights? Because that's a great question.
If professional dodgeball's a thing, professional food fights can be a thing.
For about 7 days now,
you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
That was a great movie.
So from 7 days now, I've
really
had no alcohol. And coming over here, I was very excited about having alcohol. And now I find myself a little too excited about, having the alcohol.
Do not crap on my couch.
But
that was timed perfectly.
I went 7 days without alcohol, but I was looking forward to coming here tonight for the alcohol. Does that mean I'm an alcoholic?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome to the Underdog Journey.
Just making sure.
No, so what's crazy is, and people...
Yes, you are an alcoholic now. You're welcome. You're welcome.
My main drinking is done on Wednesday nights. I will have a social drink here and there, but my main drinking is done on this show.
Right.
Well, my daughter's joined the golf team, so I have no money for alcohol because everything's going to golf. Like every dime we have is going to golf.
Teenagers.
But I told her
she had a job.
She had to join a sports team, so it's my own damn fault.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, I'll join a sports team and bankrupt you, Dad. But so all my alcohol money has gone to golf. So I'm really happy that Underdog Journey is still going strong.
We are here to enable you.
Matthew J. Harmon.
The Underdog Journey. We are here to enable you.
I will
who is that?
bequeath to thee a random it will be an unopened, but a random bottle of bourbon.
Ooh. And you have some nice randos over there.
And I will send it. So John Calendar's coming up. I will give it to John, say, hey, take this back, get it to Matt.
Okay.
And I will expect to see you in the background drinking said bourbon.
David, I got a better idea that you're going to hate.
Oh, I love it already.
Okay, here's what you do. You number those bottles, okay? You number those bottles. We put the numbers into a random number generator to choose one of those numbers randomly. Whatever number that is, you send to Matt. You don't tell him what it is.
That's cool.
You send it to him. Regardless of what it is. It can be your best bottle. It can be your worst bottle.
It can be cool.
But you number all of those bottles.
I'll turn this around here so you guys can see. Oh, dear Lord.
Or how about this? You number all the bottles, and Matt rolls a dice. He rolls a dice, and whatever number it lands on, you have to send him that bottle.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Either way,
we can work that out. As you guys can see here, I flipped my camera around. Well, flipped the camera. I literally grabbed the stand, turned it. But as you can see, there's a decent amount of bourbon sitting over there. And like I said, I've got the blackened off the set, off the camera set. And so that, we'll find something. We'll find something. And more importantly, I will list it out because I know he's not a huge Blanton's fan.
Yeah, Chernobyl.
He does not like the Blantons. Devin Ross says he never got his pipe. So Devin will get you a pipe.
Yeah. Do we owe Devin a pipe?
Well, last week after a few bourbons, you said you'd send him a pipe.
He's a pretty good fan. Send him a pipe.
Did I send it? West. Okay, so tomorrow, don't do it tonight because I'm not going to remember tonight. Tomorrow, send me a thing. Say, hey, let's get a pipe because my guy down the street, he's relocating. I can probably pull a pipe out of there pretty easy and get it down to him. And I am going to have to reach out to the industry professional on pipes, and that is the order of the pipe.
You might know some pipe guys.
And that gentleman's name is Wes Carnahan, who needs to create some more content.
I've really flagged on that YouTube channel. Man,
yes.
It's grown by 300 subscribers since I've made any content.
And well, even with that, we need to have a pipe smoking night, put a team show together. And so while my wife would come in here and literally cut me if I lit up a cigar right now, which I happen to have a Monte Cristo White Series setting right here.
That's a good one.
That is a really good cigar. If I were to fire up a cigar, she'd be pissed. But if I were to light up that Lane 5, is that it? Lane 5, is that what you sent me?
No, the Lane 1Q. It's a pipe tobacco, and it smells like candy.
How did I make this mistake? It is. So at one point, because everything outside of this house belongs to everybody but me, right?
Yeah.
So in this room, at one point, I was using the Lane 1Q tobacco to use as air freshener in my room, to scent my room so that it had that. Okay, here we go.
That smells really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
That's really good. Come on, man. That is, so if you light that up and smoke it,
wait, that's not one.
Let it burn. It is probably one of the manliest smells I've ever had.
Well, give me a pipe and let's light her up.
So Keith Edwards says he's smoking a Monte Cristo Platinum right now, and that's a good cigar as well.
What if you ground a cigar up and put it in your pipe?
I smoke cigars.
So there is not necessarily grinding up a cigar and putting it in your pipe. There are people who smoke the cigar, and then once it gets down to what we call the nub, then they put it in the pipe and smoke it through the pipe. It is actually a thing.
That's 1Q.
So this is the 1Q.
Yes.
It smells like my dad's pipe tobacco when I was little.
Yeah,
and that's how it should be.
For the rest of your life, you're going to remember that smell.
Yeah,
that's how it should be.
Yep,
it's good stuff. Look,
so
half a pound of it.
My cigar lounge, that's literally right now less than a minute and a half away from my house, is being relocated significantly further away from me. And so I went by there today and just kind of took a kind of a tour, not a tour, just kind of a scene. How do I get there? How do I get home? Kind of thing. And I can't wait for them to open. I can't wait to get back in. And I think we need to do a cigar or a pipe night over there.
That'd be cool.
And I also have, and I'm buying more, I have stuff to do a roll your own cigar night too.
That's right. We forgot about that.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
That'd be awesome.
Let's see here. Okay, so we talk about the relocation. So it's relocating it's a minute and a half from my house. My buddy Keith Edwards here. Keith Edwards, as you guys should remember, is the donator of this lovely blackened Yeti.
That is a cool
to me.
That's a cool cup.
And so thank you so much. I'm literally drinking out of it again tonight. You're probably drinking out of yours tonight too. I'll drink out of it right now because clearly I haven't had enough alcohol.
Clearly.
So, but it's the lounge is relocating from a minute and a half from me to a minute and a half from him.
That's funny.
So while I'm going, oh, it's going farther away, he's like, yes, it's getting closer. Like almost identical. And they're going to have a private lounge for members only.
That is awesome.
And I moved money over to my Chase account specifically to purchase this membership. So the moment they get opened and they're ready to sell, like, I want membership number 1. Let's go.
You should. That is awesome. That is cool.
No ifs, ands, buts about it. Let's do it.
My local lounge is still closed on the inside.
I know, it's bonkers.
Still,
absolutely
they've been
bonkers.
closed for over a year. Their lounge area has been closed for over a year now. It's driving me crazy.
Hey, Marcia Casto. Marcia Casto is watching, and we will all want to say hello to Marcia Casto, because without Marcia Casto, we don't have our amazing, wonderful, and funking awesome intro music and our exit music. So she is the wife of Funkle Sam.
Oh, Marcia Casto is married to
Marshall.
Funkle Sam. That's awesome.
Marcia Casto
Yeah.
is married to Funkle Sam.
So the music that we
And
use for
so
opening
thank
and
you so
closing
much.
on this is
Yes.
from the MFB, and Funkle Sam is the lead singer of the MFB.
Yeah, the
that is
motherfucking
awesome.
band.
How'd you meet him?
Yeah.
How do you know them? How do you know Funkle Sam and Marcia Casto?
I know everyone.
He does. He actually does.
How have you not figured this out yet, Matt? Come on, man.
You should know this.
I should know this. I'm embarrassed to even.
Yeah, funking up the neighborhood's wife. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
by now, luckily, Nikki's not watching the show anymore.
How do you
So
feel about using
She
a filter
no,
in
Nikki,
your pipe?
we're fine.
what?
How do you feel about using a filter in your pipe?
I know a lot of guys use filters.
Do you use a filter?
I do not use. I have pipes that can take a filter.
No.
I take filters out.
But you don't inhale.
You're not supposed to inhale pipe smoke.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
Because I was looking at corncob pipe like my dad used to have.
Yeah.
And I remember having filters inside of them,
I got a corn cup pipe right here.
and they were gross.
So I don't remember the last time it wasn't terribly long ago, but I was over at your house and West has like 30,000 pipes.
I got a
within
couple.
his
I got a couple.
his fingers reach, and you guys can't see it because it's a distance. But up on the shelving behind him, the people that have sent him testers of tobacco,
Oh my
and
gosh.
samples of tobacco,
I have so
it has
much
grown
pipe
and grown and
tobacco.
grown. Which of all of them, still the Lane 1Q is my favorite,
It's
and it is to me. I want my room, my man cave, my gentleman's room. To me, right now, my office. That is the fragrance, the smell, the ambiance that I want to create in this room.
You're so
We
dumb.
literally just did the bourbon chats tonight. That's all we did.
basically this was what the bourbon chats should be.
So, out of curiosity, for those of you guys that are still on the line here, a shameless plug for OCC Esports. You all know the head coach. Okay, all right. So, my buddy Keith, I don't share this a lot with people, but because he's put it on here, I'll go ahead and push it. OCC, which is Onondaga County Community College here in Central New York,
Okay.
has an esports team.
Oh, I didn't
Call
know
of
that.
Duty. They do a couple other games
The
too.
school has an
that are-
esports team?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know
And
that.
Keith Edwards is the head coach
No way.
for that team.
Keith, we're going to
So-
bring you on the show, and we're going to talk about esports, because I know nothing about esports, but I know it's a huge growing industry.
It is massively and wildly growing
Yeah.
and needs to be pushed.
Yeah, Keith, we're gonna get
there are
you on the- we're gonna
degrees
get you
that are
on the show
based
soon.
upon this too.
Yeah, Keith, we're going to
So,
get you on the
yeah.
show soon and
Yeah.
pick your brain about esports. That's cool, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a lot of work there. He's got a lot of technical background as well, which is why he and I get along. So when I get along, I get along with almost everybody. There are a few people, like the security guard at my main office of in Northbrook, Connecticut.
Yeah.
He doesn't get along with me.
I've
But
met a couple
most
bartenders who have cut you off prematurely.
Yeah, prematurely. Yes, there are some people that take me the wrong way, but we don't worry about them. Moving on, but yes, we definitely want to get Keith on. We want to talk about the
Yeah.
esports. It's a whole growing community, and if there were a way for people they're out there that are looking to get a college pool, there is name, image, and likeness that you could probably pull in that. And the return on investment may not be a top tier football player, but you're not going to step very far down as far as your ROI on it. Whole different story, whole different topic. We can talk about it another time.
I would license my likeness for a few bucks. That's fine.
Yeah, why would you not?
If there's an
that
underdog,
was one of
if there was a hunger for the underdog journey in a game,
there is.
such as like I don't know, like The Last of Us, it's a post-apocalyptic thing. There's cannibals walking around. If there's a need for
It's
like a
just
David
me
steak,
walking around shaped as a steak.
yeah, if there's a David steak that needs a likeness, you can make some money.
So
All right. So I was at Ruth Chris's Steakhouse the other day. I do Hyde Park. I do Nurset. I do Morton's. I do all these other high-end steak places. I'm actually going to start reaching out to them like, all right, dude, you need to have a Dave steak on your menu.
The Dave. You spend enough money these
The
places. They owe you.
The Dave steak.
They
And
owe
I'm
you.
going to try to get them to put a Dave steak on the menu. Not only for my saying, hey, I've got a name of the menu, but for me to say, hey, guys, you don't kill me and cannibalize me. You can just go here and get the Dave steak.
I'll have the Dave, please.
I'll have the Dave.
And make sure it's like a Wagyu with like all the trimming still on.
I just bought a 3-ounce ladle on the Amazon.
Well, I guess we're all doing successful things in life.
Because, you've got your big soup ladle. But like, you got a jar of spaghetti sauce and you can just pour it. But, when you need it to be more precision, you need a ladle that you scoop into the jar and just pull out a small amount of spaghetti sauce and then ladle that small amount on.
They make different size ladles.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just bought a 3-ounce ladle. I'm very excited now.
That's cool.
I've been wanting to.
Keith Edwards wants that Dave steak with sauteed mushrooms. He didn't say anything about your weird ass 3-ounce ladle.
Well, look. Well, you need a small ladle to ladle on the melted butter.
Right.
You
can use. Yeah, you can have.
It's a thing.
When I was in the Coast Guard, we used small ladles all the time. And I don't know why I've gone my entire life without a small ladle.
A small ladle. It's basically a spoon. So Matt has gone his entire life without ever being the small spoon. I feel bad for him.
You don't have a 3-ounce ladle.
He's always been the big spoon. He's never been the little spoon.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Who doesn't have a 3-ounce ladle?
I don't have a 3-ounce ladle.
I have a whole line of ladles. I have every size.
Yeah. Hey, Kim Howard's watching. Hey, Matt Harmon.
Kim Howard's watching.
Apologize to being completely weird to Kim Howard now that she's watching.
When was I weird?
Last week. You don't remember?
You're always
you were
weird.
stalking Kim Howard.
Oh, well, yeah, I was, but then I lost track of what I was doing and I forgot to stalk her.
Oh, yeah, I was stalking her and then I lost
I was talking to her.
Sorry, Kim.
Sorry, Kim. I meant to stalk you,
stalking.
but I got sidetracked. But at some point, I'll do my best to try to stalk somebody.
Actually, beef tallow is good for a lot of stuff. I can tell you some stories about beef tallow.
I like beef tallow.
Dude, what the hell kind of stories are you going to tell me about beef tallow?
Oh, I got some stories
I don't want
about.
you to tell me now.
College was a wild time. I'll tell you about some beef tallow.
Some beef tallow. Oh, mercy banana ears, bro. Mercy banana ears.
We tried to develop a spaghetti bomb to throw at traffic, but we could never develop it.
And and I assume you also didn't want to get arrested for throwing things at traffic.
No.
Did you just say you wanted to develop a spaghetti bomb for traffic?
Yeah, well, you throw it at people speeding through your little town. So we just stuck with eggs.
That's still against the law. That can still get you arrested
for Pennsylvania.
That's a felony, I think.
It is not illegal.
So Kim Howard says, "Sorry, I'm late. Glad I didn't miss it. All of it." And then she goes, "It's okay. I'm into weird."
See?
Well, then, Kim, you came to the right place.
I have seen your Facebook page. She is into weird.
She's such an awesome person.
Kim came to the right place.
She is just somebody that I love her. I love her Facebook page because I have to be very selective on who I share her stuff with. I can't just click share and put it on my page because I don't have the balls to do it.
Now, is her page private or is it public?
It's public, I believe.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, it's Facebook.
If you were a stalker, she'd invite a stalker in for Thanksgiving dinner.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So everybody,
it went a little more weird than weird.
No, it's actually she posts some good stuff.
Yeah, I'm here to stalk you. Well, come on in, have some dinner.
Well, that's how you really nip this stalking thing in the bud.
Yeah.
Because once they get to know you as
a
person, they no longer want to murder you.
Yeah, you can't stalk if a person inviting you in.
Well,
right, exactly.
First off, if I were a stalker, I would not be murdering people. I'd be doing things like, planting flowers or leaving oranges. Nice things.
He's thought about this. Well,
I don't understand.
Kim Howard, if you find one of those little tiny oranges, little
tangerines,
cuties, outside your doorstep,
with a small ladle.
You know who it was. Just laid there very gently with a small ladle.
Yeah, with a small ladle.
Yeah, you know who did it.
Ladle, because honestly, who can't use a small ladle?
You're so Devin Ross says you're a nice stalker. You're a very polite stalker.
I would not be a rude stalker.
It's true. He would not.
I don't see the point.
It's impolite to be a rude stalker.
I mean, if you're going to be, if they tell you to stop, for God's sake, stop.
Or at least do it from further away with binoculars.
Really
they can't see you.
Yeah, you want to move back.
You need better binoculars at that point.
Use Google Maps at that point.
Or a drone.
You could just
drone.
Yeah.
You get the drone.
There's that, but you'd be embarrassed if you crashed it.
Well, modern technology, they never have to know you're stalking them.
Yeah, you stalk from a distance.
So I have a drone here somewhere
that you use for stalking.
You had a drone. I stole it.
No, I used to have two. I gave one away as a charitable gift
in the fishing competition because
fishing competition.
Shannon Black is he refuses to face us again in a competition because we beat him that badly.
He completely blew it off this year because he's a bitch.
Well, Shannon, he's worried that we're going to defeat him too badly because my son caught a bass with his Spider-Man fishing pole.
I did see that. That was actually a big fish, but you don't win a fishing tournament by fishing.
You win by sitting under a canopy, drinking and smoking cigars, which we did.
Yes, that is how you win a fishing tournament, especially a charity fishing tournament. It has nothing to do with the
fish. Neither
one of us put a pole in the water. I actually put the two pieces of my pole together.
I didn't even do that.
You didn't even do that.
Hey, ask him what kind
we listened to a live band right behind us, and we
just smoked cigars the whole time.
Smoked cigars, and
we would have drank more. Except somebody chose a dry lake.
Yeah, what the hell?
I didn't even know that was a thing. Man. How is that even a thing?
Yeah,
how do you fish without
2 years in a row? We did that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so maybe that's why.
All right, so we got some comments here. Don't look, Art. Art, the plants on my back porch.
She's been imbibing. She's been imbibing. Oh, don't look at the plants on my back porch. And Kim,
she's a marijuana girl.
Kim, Matt asked what kind of ladle you like. He asked. He wants to know.
Yes. You on Facebook.
How he should.
Yeah, he's on Amazon. Yeah, he's on Amazon looking at Legos.
Ladle.
Lego. He's looking at Lego Joannas.
All right. So Keith Howard says, David, tomorrow night, my place, cigars and bourbon. We'll talk about the upcoming.
Okay. Possibly.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So David, you organize that, and we will make that happen.
I'm out of bourbon right now, and I think it should stay that way.
See,
I have plenty. I have plenty over here, right and I haven't drank. As you can see, I haven't drank really all that much.
So Keith, the problem is you gave David that small, little, tiny, basically shot glass. You should have got him a Yeti like this. Now this is the Yeti you want to drink bourbon out of. This is how I drink my bourbon.
So I bought what is this called?
It's a hydro flask. You get the hydro flask, which hydro is in the name, so it's for water. Yeti, is for the wild men.
I am not a hippie. I want to make sure that's very clear to everybody. I am not a hippie, but I do like this. I am going to have the wife make some Metallica logos and stuff to put on here, and so it's gonna look pretty cool. But I after my event, when Keith gave me this,
that is a cool glass. I really like that.
I'm able to keep a ice cube to go to 2 or 3 pours of bourbon as opposed to a half. I decided to say, hey, what about one of these other things? And I bought my wife some new running shoes. She's training for another half marathon. I have no idea what she's doing. She's running some things in Disney. And so at the same spot, they had these things here. So I bought one, was like, oh, wow. I mean, maybe it'll be as good as this Yeti thing. And this will hold ice into it for almost 48 hours.
Yeah, the hydro flasks are good. But honestly, Yetis, it's ridiculous. I'll put ice in there on Monday. On Friday, I still have ice. It's bonkers.
How can you be talking about that when Matt is on the Facebook that Kim put?
What?
I'm not going to show that on the screen. So everybody should follow Kim Howard on Facebook.
They should.
But I will not show some of these things on.
Definitely worth it.
I won't show some of these things on the show.
She just destroyed Sesame Street for me.
It's pretty funny.
That is ridiculous.
Oh, Matt, you don't get it. You don't know. I love her page. I absolutely love her page because it is everything you want to say but don't have the balls to say.
Well, I typically say because I forget not to.
I may not believe 100% of this, but it's funny, even a little bit. It's funny, and she just like,
she'll just go ahead and
screw
say
it,
it.
let's go. So, which is great because, and that really, to be honest, she is the South Park of people.
Right. Well, you know, that's one of the joys that you
I'm gonna make
have when
fun
you're
of
not worried about
everybody,
getting
and I'm just
prepared
gonna
for your
laugh.
day job, which is really the ultimate dream in starting your own business.
Hey,
like
Noah
Underdog Plus.
Leffingwell is watching.
What's that?
Noah, who
Noah
is
Leffingwell's watching. Noah, you're watching. I didn't realize that. Hey, by the way, David, I gotta. Since Noah's watching, and David, since you have to answer this question live online, you should tell me Noah's Venmo because I never sent him a graduation gift. I never sent Noah Leffingwell a graduation
his Venmo is David Leffingwell
right,
at Venmo.com.
So
I don't know if he has a Venmo, but if he has a Venmo, we'll figure it out. We'll
Noah's 18. He has a Venmo.
Maybe.
So
How else does it get hookers?
Noah, make sure your dad sends me your Venmo.
What?
And make sure your dad sends me your Venmo, and I will send you your graduation gift.
Yes. Yes.
He's in college now. You know what they're doing.
You know, Nikki's watching this.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Nikki will murder you.
Dude, the number of things I have said about that type of topic to Noah in front of Nikki, it's fine.
All right.
So we are pushing up against 8:57 o'clock, and I think that it is about time to. I don't think he has one.
All right.
Everyone sent stuff to me.
All right, so Noah, I will send your graduation gift to your mom.
That doesn't sound like your mom's trying to get another Disney trip out of this at all.
Yeah.
Kim, you're ridiculous.
And Matt's going crazy over Kim Howard's Facebook posts.
Oh, she is awesome. So I got to share everybody this. Oh,
Hey, Noah, that's actually a great idea. Noah, put your Venmo on in the comments. I'll put it on the screen. Everybody watching and listening, send Noah Leffingwell a graduation gift. Noah, if you put it on the screen, I will put it on the screen.
Put it up there.
It's not going to hurt
do
anything.
it quick because I got to go to the bathroom.
What is that pink umbrella? What's happening over
the
there?
show quickly.
What are you doing?
So that's Penny, and she is dressed like a hoodlum. She's got some hunter red boots on, and just looking like a weirdo out there. And she keeps coming up to the window and trying to distract me.
I would say that would work.
Excuse me.
That's a little strange.
So I decided to try to as soon as I grabbed the camera and pointed at her, there she was.
There she goes.
So
there might be a knife behind there. Look out.
I decided to mess with her a bit.
So everybody watching and listening, here is Noah Leffingwell's Venmo account. Send him a graduation gift. Say hello, and
send him $50 million.
Well, you know what? He's in college now. Make sure that kid has a fun time in college. Send Noah Leffingwell a graduation gift.
That's right, and he is less than 6 miles away from the Southern Exposure Strip Club in West Virginia. So
how old is Noah now?
There you go.
Is he 18?
He's 18.
Okay,
he's 18.
He can go. That's fine.
Yeah, he can learn what a Rooski is.
Nikki, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nikki. Noah, I'm not sorry, but Nikki, I'm sorry.
I really wish I could show you guys. It's crazy. So anyway, I think it's about time to call it. It is. It's 9 o'clock. We literally been going for 2 hours, and we can't get even close to our topic tonight.
Not even close. Not even close. We'll do the main topic next week. Maybe the following week we'll have Keith Edwards on to talk about e-gaming.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's gonna be awesome. And
that's a good one. And maybe I will do that depending on what the situation is. We'll do it out back here. And we'll get it under the canopy, and we'll be smoking cigars the whole time. Smoking cigars and drinking bourbon the whole time. Be a great night.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go.
All right, this guy's got to go. That guy over there's got to go.
Everybody's got to go.
This guy's got to go.
We got to do a thing. Everybody's doing a thing. It's all good. And wait, you got to do the closing.
Oh, I've been Wes. This guy's been Matt. That guy's been David. That guy down there's been Keith Edwards and Noah Leffingwell and Nikki Leffingwell
and other people.
And Devin Ross.
Send Noah a gift.
And Kim Howard and lots of people have been here. We've all been having fun. Stevie Evans, we got to have you on the show again. And we will talk to you guys later. Laura L. Lyons Black says bye guys.
All right, bye.
We'll see you guys later.
lives in a